I'm Chris. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at the case of the story behind the disappearance.
Hello and welcome. I'm Chris. In this video, we're going to be talking about the disappearance of Morgan Bauer. Morgan Bauer was born on April 13, 1996, a graduate of Central High School in Aberdeen, South Dakota. She had a dream of leaving her rural roots to make a life for herself in the big city. On February 12, 2016, Morgan arrived in Atlanta, Georgia, after catching a flight from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Upon arriving in the city, she stayed with a man she'd met on Craigslist. The condition was she'd perform household chores to earn her keep, as she hadn't yet found a job. Her mother, Sherry Keenan, was not aware of this, as Morgan said she was moving in with 2 roommates. Unfortunately, Morgan quickly saw her fortunes turn. For reasons unknown, the man asked her to leave, placing her belongings by the door and writing a note telling her not to return. Without a place to stay, Morgan found herself moving between various motels. Morgan arrived in Atlanta with only $20, which she'd borrowed from a friend. She was waiting for a tax return to be loaded onto her card, but the money had not yet come in. In need of work, she found a job as an exotic dancer at the now defunct Top of Gainesville strip club in Gainesville, Georgia. Morgan soon returned to Atlanta, where she was spotted at the Tees strip club on Cheshire Bridge Road on February 25, 2016. According to the club's manager, she'd applied for the position but was missing the necessary paperwork. According to Sherry, all contact between Morgan and her loved one stopped on February 25, 2016. This was considered out of character, as she was known for being incredibly active on her social media accounts. Her last posts on Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram are from that night, with her Facebook post incorrectly stating that she was now employed at Tees. On February 26th, Morgan left the Top of Gainesville with another dancer and her boyfriend. Their activities afterwards were unclear. However, it's been confirmed Morgan was seen in the early hours of February 27th at a Citgo gas station located in the 3200th block of Highway 278 in Covington, Georgia. A few weeks passed before her mother was notified of Morgan's disappearance. After not hearing from her, a friend approached Sherry to say she'd been in touch. Sherry hadn't spoke to Morgan since she'd left Aberdeen, having gotten into a disagreement, so she hadn't noticed anything unusual. Concerned, Sherry traveled to Atlanta, hoping to find some trace of her daughter. She contacted everyone Morgan had spoken to while in Georgia. On March 12, 2016, she reported her missing to the Atlanta Police Department. Police traced Morgan's cell phone and discovered it was last pinged just after midnight on February 27, 2016. The ping was in Porterdale, Georgia, where her coworker and boyfriend resided. A limited search of the area was conducted, but nothing of value was uncovered. Her cell phone was never located, and there has been no activity on it since. When questioned, the couple reportedly denied having been with Morgan that night. However, they eventually admitted to dropping Morgan off at the Citgo gas station, where they watched her get into a green Mitsubishi Eclipse. This story is unverified, and investigators were unable to find any surveillance footage to support it. It was later learned Morgan's coworker had also auditioned at Tees on the day of her disappearance. Morgan had offered to buy her license, as Atlanta requires exotic dancers to possess one. Investigators also learned the couple had shared troubling posts on Facebook around that time. Despite this, little investigation was done into their possible involvement, and they have since separated and are now living in different states. According to reports, they have not been formally cleared as suspects in the case. The man Morgan met on Craigslist is not believed to be involved with her disappearance. Sherry started a GoFundMe campaign to raise money for the investigation, but it has since been closed. 1 month into the investigation, Morgan's sister, Elise, announced she was alive and well. She also said their mother was aware of this and had spoken to her since she moved to Atlanta. Police claimed Morgan had left South Dakota to free herself from their manipulative, bipolar mother and alleged Sherry had only publicized the case for monetary gain. As well, the friend who'd informed Sherry that Morgan was missing posted to a Facebook group that she believed she'd been speaking to her online. This resulted in people questioning the authenticity of Morgan's disappearance, thereby hindering the overall push to locate her. Sherry traveled to Atlanta to conduct her own search. In her search, she'd handed out thousands of flyers, spoken with news outlets, reached out to missing persons organizations, and organized a billboard with information about the case. There is currently a $10,000 reward being offered for information regarding to Morgan's whereabouts. Police state there's no evidence of foul play in Morgan's disappearance. However, her family fears she could have been in danger given the circumstances. While there's no recent updates, there's currently a Change.org petition circulating, demanding a more thorough investigation into Morgan's case. It's been transferred from detective to detective, and her family says it's been difficult ensuring the police department does its due diligence. Not long after her disappearance, Morgan's loved ones set up the Missing Morgan Facebook group. They continue to raise awareness for the case by using #missingmorgan. To celebrate Morgan's 23rd birthday, her family and friends released balloons. Morgan Aryn Bauer was last seen in Atlanta, Fulton County, Georgia, on February 27, 2016. She was 19 years old, and what she was last wearing is currently unknown. At the time of her disappearance, she was 5'6" and weighed around 130 pounds. She had long brown hair and blue eyes. Currently, the case is classified as endangered missing. If alive, she would be 25 years old. Those who have any information regarding to this case are asked to contact the Atlanta Police Department. Thank you for listening. Please subscribe as it helps the channel grow. Also, leaving a like on this video can help raise awareness to this case and many others.